I've done this for 7 years, and no one's ever clapped at the beginning that way, so thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joshua Powers, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs at William Patterson University. And it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you, our graduates, your families, and guests, to William Patterson University's commencement ceremony. We also extend greetings to those who are watching in the online live stream. Commencement, like the university experience it culminates, is a family and institutional event where we celebrate the accomplishments of all our graduating students. As part of this ceremony, students come forward, receive their diploma covers, and cross their stage as their names are displayed on screen for the community to bear witness to their accomplishments. These are special moments for every student that should be individually respected by all. In keeping with this spirit, we kindly ask that all attendees help us maintain a respectful and focused environment throughout the ceremony. To ensure that every graduate can fully enjoy their moment, we ask that any activities or items that may cause disruptions or obstruct views, such as signs, horns, whistles, or banners, be avoided. If needed, individuals also may be gently asked to pause or remove such items, or to step outside the ceremony area. We appreciate your cooperation and thank you for helping us honor and celebrate the achievements of all of our students. We call this event a commencement because it is the beginning of something new, a new stage in the lives of those receiving degrees today. So the event looks to the future, but at the same time is filled with many traditions from the past. Perhaps the most obvious tradition is the academic regalia worn by faculty and graduates. The square cap, also known as the mortarboard, worn by graduates, for example, originated in Oxford in the 12th century. Another is the academic hood, worn by those who have or are receiving the bachelor's degrees. The colors inside the hood indicate which institution granted the degree. It is said that students would drop gold coins into these hoods to pay for their lessons. This and other traditions, such as the ceremonial mace, the President's Medal, and academic honor medallions, are described in the program booklet available online. For many years, one of the most popular traditions in America has been a musical one. You all know it. Graduates enter the commencement ceremony marching to Edward Elgar's famous work, Pomp and Circumstance. In a few moments, we'll observe that tradition. And we know that none of us gets to these milestones in our lives alone. Our graduates commence today due to the care, nurturing, and work done by the faculty and staff at William Patterson University. Please join me in welcoming and thanking the dedicated members of our faculty and staff, some of whom graduates have personally recognized in recent weeks for having made an important difference in their lives. At this time, please welcome the 2026 graduating class of William Patterson University.
Please welcome William Patterson alumni members of the class of 1976. Please welcome members of the Platform Party, members of the Board of Trustees, and Provost Powers. Please welcome New Jersey State Assemblyman Al Abdelaziz, New Jersey State Assemblyman Kenyatta Stewart, Commencement Speaker State Senator Benji E. Wimberly, United States Congresswoman Nellie Poe, President Emerita Kathleen Waldron, Mace Bearer Professor Linda Diaz, and President Richard J. Heldobler.
President Heldobler, trustees, and distinguished guests, the 203rd commencement ceremony for William Paterson University of New Jersey is convened. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, William Paterson. I'm Richard Haldobler, president of William Paterson University, and I welcome you to the 203rd commencement exercises of the William Paterson University of New Jersey. Will members in the graduating class and members in the audience who are serving or have served in our military forces, please stand and let us thank you for your service. Will everyone who is willing and able please stand and join them for the national anthem, which will be sung by graduating music major Kira Alexandra Chiaffi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Or the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize Diane McGee Kitchen, who carried our university gaffalon. She is honored as a high-achieving student selected by the Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Diane is receiving her Bachelor of Arts degree in Leadership and Professional Studies. Diane, please stand and let us recognize you. At this time, I would also like to acknowledge our student banner carriers. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. And I ask that the students stand as I read your name. Christine Gonzalez from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Shanae Thomas from the Casacos College of Business. Haruka Adika from the College of Education. And Lisa Marzuko from the College of Health and Science. Let's give them a round of applause. They are selected because of their high academic achievements, and we commend their accomplishments. Graduates, congratulations. Please be seated. And now at this time, I would like to offer a special welcome to the members of the graduating class of 1976, who are here celebrating their 50th anniversary from their commencement day at WP. Welcome home to the alumni of the class of 1976. I hope as you reflect on your time at William Patterson and the time in between, that you have fond memories of looking back on the cultural landscape and of your particular graduation year. The #1 song in 1976 was Paul McCartney's and Wings' Silly Love Song. It was also an Olympic year, but it was also one in which our country celebrated its 200th birthday, and we are about to celebrate our 250th birthday this year. I know that the William Patterson class of 1976 and the relationship with your alma mater was also built to endure just like our great country. We thank you for coming back and celebrating with us, the class of 1976. And now I'm pleased to introduce members of the Platform Party. I ask that the Platform Party please stand and remain standing as I read your name, but I ask that the audience hold your applause until all have been introduced. In the third row, beginning on the far left, Brian Colvin, Associate Vice President and Controller. Beth Walkley, Associate Vice President for Budget and Fiscal Planning. Stephen Quinn, Associate Vice President for University Relations. Susan Astorita, Associate Vice President for Registration Services. James Shelley, Associate Vice President for Administration. Roy Garcia, Assistant Vice President, Alumni Engagement and Philanthropy. Yvette Vieira Villanueva, Assistant Vice President, Finance Operations and Advancement Operations. Dr. Eileen Lubeck, Associate Vice President and Dean of Students. Francisco Diaz, Associate Vice President, Student Development. Dr. Cara Rabbit, Associate Provost for Academic Initiatives and Adult and Professional Studies. Dr. Sue Gerber, Assistant Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness. Dr. Jonathan Lincoln, Associate Provost for Curriculum and International Education. Dr. Barbara Andrew, Dean of the Honors College. Dr. Edward Owosu Ansah, Dean of the Chang Library. Dr. Cyril Koo, Professor of Computer Science and Faculty Award recipient. Dr. Danielle Wallace, Professor of Sociology and Faculty Award recipient. In the second row, beginning on the far left, Dr. Jill Guzman, Chief Wellness Officer. Dr. Gammon Bartle, Chief Information Officer. Dr. Allison Boucher-Jarvis, Vice President for Human Resources. Dr. George Kasenga, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Stuart Goldstein, Vice President for Marketing and Public Relations. Carol Cuadrado, Associate Vice President for University and Government Relations. Dr. Sandra Diaz, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. Christian Loverkite, Vice President for Finance and Administration and Chief Financial Officer. Dr. Melissa Reardon-Henry, General Counsel to the University and the Board of Trustees. Dr. Loretta McLaughlin-Vanier, Chief of Staff to the President and the Board of Trustees. Dr. Wartina Davis, Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Lauren Rosore Cedeno, Associate Dean, College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Dr. Jana Hill, Associate Dean, College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Dr. Amy Ginsberg, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Anthony Boren, Dean, Casacos College of Business. Dr. Martin Gritch, Associate Dean, Casacos College of Business. Dr. Venkat Sharma, Dean of the College of Science and Health. Dr. Melakamlu Zaleka, Associate Dean of the College of Science and Health. Dr. Minerva Gutman, Associate Dean, School of Nursing, College of Science and Health. In their first row, beginning from the far left, Audrey McDowell, Member of the Board of Trustees. The Honorable Kenyatta Stewart, New Jersey State Representative, 35th Legislation District, William Patterson alum. The Honorable Al Aldabaziz, New Jersey State Representative, 35th Legislative District, WP alum. Adita Rodriguez, Board Member of the Board of Trustees. Linda Nero, Member of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Kathleen Waldron, President Emerita, Michael Sieve, member of the Board of Trustees and Chair, the Honorable Nellie Poe, U.S. Representative, New Jersey District 9, the Honorable Benji E. Wimberly, New Jersey State Senator, honorary doctorate recipient, and guest speaker. Dr. Joshua Powers, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Jean Arnold, Chief Diversity Officer, Viola Smith, Early Childhood Education and Undergraduate Student Speaker, Dr. Mickey Camarada, Vice President for Student Development, Sahaj Osan, President of the Student Government Association, Rachel Hayek, Student Member of the Board of Trustees, Xavier Calijo, Student Member of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Bermerly Natrogen, Professor of Anthropology, Chair of the Faculty Senate, and Faculty Award recipient, Dr. Linda Gazillo Diaz, Professor, Department of Kinesiology and University Base Mirror, and Dom DeMeo, Recording Secretary of the Alumni Association. Please join me in thanking them for their service in being here today. Please be seated. Okay. I have the honor of introducing United States Congresswoman Nellie Poe. Representative Poe made history, like many pioneers, as the first Latina from New Jersey elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, representing the 9th District. She has served as a New Jersey State Senator and Assemblywoman representing District 35. She has held numerous leadership positions on committees at the state and federal levels. She is a lifelong advocate for education, healthcare, consumer protection, and social justice. She holds an honorary doctorate from William Patterson and is a fierce advocate for us both in Washington, D.C. and Trenton. We are thrilled to have her with us today. Representative Poe, please come to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, President Held-Dobler, for that kind introduction. It's an extraordinary honor and joy to be back with William Patterson University for the 3rd year in a row and celebrating one of the most meaningful moments in the lives of our graduates, the commencement. And to the incredible class of 2026, congratulations. Yes, indeed, congratulations, because today is your day. This is your moment. Take it all in. You've reached this milestone through years of hard work, sacrifice, and resilience, and yes, a few sleepless nights along the way. But you made it. You did it. And you should be incredibly proud. And to the families, the mentors, your friends who supported this journey, this celebration belongs to you as well. Your love and belief made this moment possible. I also want to take a moment to recognize the distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, President Held-Dobler, the faculty and staff, and everyone who helps make William Patterson University a place of opportunity and growth. We thank them for their commitment to student success. In my former roles as the New Jersey State Legislature, both as your assemblywoman back then and later as your state senator, I was proud to advocate for William Patterson University and to make higher education a top priority. And that commitment continues today. Now serving in the United States Congress, I remain deeply, deeply dedicated to supporting institutions like William Patterson. Institutions that opens doors change lives, and prepare the next generation of leaders sitting right here before us. I am especially proud to recognize today's keynote speaker and honorary Doctor of Humane Letters recipient, our New Jersey State Senator Benji E. Wimberly. Senator Wimberly has spent his entire career fighting for students, working families, and communities across New Jersey. And as my former colleague and absolute dear friend, and someone who supported me when I was here last year receiving this same honor, it is such a privilege. It is such an incredible privilege for me, Senator, to be able to congratulate you on this well-deserved honor today. And once again, to all of our graduates, to the class of 2026, go forward boldly, dream fearlessly, lead courageously, and never underestimate the power of your voice, your purpose, and your potential. The world needs your ideas, it needs your compassion, and it needs your leadership. And we cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish. So congratulations, graduates, and welcome to your next chapter in life. God bless you all. Thank you.
I will now ask Board of Trustee member Audrey McDowell to come to the podium.
Each year, on this occasion, the university presents honorary doctoral degrees to members of the community who have made a significant difference in a particular field or discipline. The university confers this honor upon individuals whose accomplishments, both personal and professional, are here in the highest regard. This year, the university is recognizing Benji E. Wimberly. As you are about to hear, Mr. Wimberly has a long and distinguished career in public service. I am thrilled to be here today as a William Patterson trustee and a proud Pattersonian. To see this honor bestowed upon him, Chair of the Board, Michael Steve, will read the citation, and the honoree will be hooded by the Representative Poe and President Emerita Kathy Warren. President Helen Doppler will present Senator Wimberly with the citation and the honorary doctorate. I now invite this chair of the board, Michael Steve, and Mr. Wimberly to the podium.
Whereas William Patterson University is proud to recognize the accomplishments of New Jersey State Senator Benji E. Wimberly, who represents Legislative District 35, encompassing the communities surrounding William Patterson University, including Haledon, North Haledon, Patterson, and Prospect Park. And whereas Senator Wimberly is the first African American to serve in the New Jersey State Senate from Passaic County and currently serves on the Senate Community and Urban Affairs Committee and the Senate Military and Veteran Affairs Committee. And whereas under his leadership, recreational programming and opportunities for the residents of Patterson expanded significantly. And he later served as head football coach at Patterson Catholic High School and Hackensack High School, leading both programs to multiple state and league championship victories while mentoring countless student athletes, including NFL star Victor Cruz. Whereas during his tenure in the New Jersey General Assembly, he was appointed Speaker pro tempore by Speaker Craig Copeland and served as Vice Chair of the Budget Committee with additional committee leaderships and memberships, including Housing, Transportation, the Joint Committee on Public Schools, Chair of the Joint Committee on Economic Justice and Equal Employment Opportunity, the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association, and the New Jersey State Employment and Training Commission. And whereas throughout his distinguished career, Senator Wimberly has received more than 450 awards, citations, proclamations, and resolutions, including the Lifetime Achievement Award presented by Barack Obama in 2017. Therefore, be it resolved, for his distinguished achievements as a public servant, his initiatives promoting higher education access and affordability, and his leadership and commitment to improving the lives of all citizens in the state of New Jersey, the Board of Trustees of the William Patterson University of New Jersey is pleased to award on this 28th day of May, 2026, the degree of Humane Letters, honoris causa, to Benji E. Wimberly. Congratulations. That's excellent.
Okay, great. And now I'm proud to present Dr. Wimberly, State Senator, to have an opportunity for him to give remarks to the graduating class. Dr. Wimberly?
Good afternoon. Dr. Hildabler, faculty, staff, Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, and the graduating class of 2026. I am grateful and honored to receive an honorary doctorate in humanities from William Patterson University. I respect and acknowledge the responsibility and the significance of this distinction. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm from the city of Patterson, 5 generations from the city of Patterson. My great-great-grandmother and grandfather were one of the first free African Americans in Passaic County and Bergen County. They made their home on the president's house at Ramapo College, University. Our family's roots date back to so many things, but the one thing that always brings me back to remain humble is that I came from public housing, the Alabama projects. I came from the 5th Ward of Patterson, 26th Street and 17th Ave. I never, ever will be anything but humble from my beginnings. Believe me, I'm the youngest of 6. And when you're the youngest of 6, you have no choice but to be humble. But when you grow up and you have a praying mother and you never understood what life was really tough, and I never understood how poor we were. I never understood how excited we were when we saw the oil truck pull up. I don't know if you remember the oil trucks that came in the neighborhood to put oil in. I understood it was that when a family member or somebody got in trouble, that everybody sat around the kitchen table and talked about their situation. I understood at 14 years old, when I just turned 14, my dad passed away from alcoholism. I understood that many of the people in my neighborhood did not look at hope. They did not see a chance of being successful. Many of my friends, and particularly my male friends, they succumbed to jail, to alcoholism, to drugs, to not being gainfully employed. But I never quit on my Patterson. I always came back to help out and be part of the solution. Standing here today is a full circle moment for me. Part of my journey as an undergraduate was William Patterson University. And for the young folks, I'll talk about failure a little bit down the line. When you talk about failure, there's no way in the world that this kid from the city of Patterson should be standing here as a state senator. I failed, and I failed hard sometimes. My first trip was Norfolk State University. It didn't work out. I came back to William Patterson University where I was on to play football. So the fall of '83, I was on the William Patterson University football team, and I thought life had solved everything. It didn't. I didn't feel fulfilled. I knew I had to get away from my neighborhood. I knew I had to get away from my city to make it better. And I made a decision by meeting a mentor, a man named Jim Adams. He directed me to Virginia State University. They put me on a train, an Amtrak train, with one of my friends. We arrived not knowing anything, no emails, no text messages, no cell phones, but everything worked out for the best. We worked out. I was able to matriculate at Virginia State University, have a great situation when it came to my collegiate career, and became a better man. What I will tell you is, when I went there with that trunk, I did not own a suit, I did not own a pair of shoes, I did not own a tie. But when I graduated from Virginia State University, my life was transformed. From being part of organizations, being part of fraternities and different groups, I left there wearing suits, shirts, ties, and shoes. That's the transformation of college. And as mentors go, one of my biggest mentors was Dr. Edward Bell when I came to William Patterson University after I graduated. I came back and became a certified teacher in special education at William Patterson. I also taught EOF for a couple of summers at William Patterson. I made lifelong friends with some young folks from a fraternity that I'm a member of, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, through Omicron Delta Delta. These guys I mentor and still are friends to this day, almost 30-something years later. Now, let's get to you guys. And at the center of the journey, there's always somebody that can change your life. And that center journey for me was a guy named Reverend Dr. Frank Napier. Reverend Dr. Napier was the first African-American superintendent in the city of Patterson. He set me down in his office and he gave me directions. I do not remember, like I said, no other ways but notes. They sent me to William Patterson. I became certified. I became a teacher. I became a coach. And you know what? My life started to become fulfilled. And I want you to know that along your journey, there are going to be some diversions and there are going to be some changes. But William Patterson, this year, let's talk about the success of the student body this year. It's evident not only in the classroom, but across every part of campus life. From academic achievement to athletics, William Patterson has demonstrated what it means to show up with discipline, resilience, and pride. This year, I want to give a big shout out to the women's basketball team for an outstanding season that I followed all year. I also want to acknowledge the hiring of an outstanding young man as your football coach, Edwin Edwards, who's going to lead us to the promised land and have a championship here before you know it, President. It is exciting to see the new energy here at William Patterson University. You as graduates, this institution, you are the magnets of success. This academic year has been defined by excellence across William Patterson's student body, from classrooms to clinical settings, performances, stage research, and labs. The full 2025's Dean list alone reflects hundreds of students earning a GPA of 3.45 or higher. Today, I just want to close out with you and talk to you a little bit about this thing called hope. In a world that we need so many things, we need hope. Not hope as wishful thinking, not hope as something passive, but hope as a responsibility. Because in a world that often feels divided, uncertain, and at times overwhelming, hope is not something we wait for. It is something we become. Each of you sitting here today is not just a graduate, you are what I call a hope keeper. The world you are stepping into does not just need talent. It needs leaders who will choose what is right over what is popular. Leaders who will stand firm in their values, even when it's inconvenient. Leaders who understand that integrity is not situational. As Dr. Martin Luther King reminded us, the time is always right to do what is right. Because that charge, education, what you have earned, is just not an achievement. It is a commitment. Centuries ago, William Patterson himself wrote, "Without morals, there cannot be order. Without knowledge, no genuine liberty." Those words are just not history. They are instructions, a reminder that knowledge without character is incomplete, and that your responsibility does not end today. Your responsibility begins today. And let's be honest about the journey it took to get here. I want to acknowledge one of the graduates this year, because I know his journey was not the normal journey. Corey McLeod, you're out here somewhere. Corey, you are one of my heroes, and I salute you for fighting and overcoming stage 4 cancer to be here today to walk across this stage. You are my hero. Corey is an intricate part of the Patterson Public Schools and never let his situation get him down. So if you're ever looking for inspiration, look to your classmate, Corey McLeod. Yes. For many of you, it's just not a personal milestone. It's a generational one. The first generation graduates you see. We honor the first generation. I'm one of those. And we celebrate you. Modern philosopher Belcalis Almanzar, better known as Cardi B, put it best. If it's up, your purpose, your progress, your potential, then it's stuck. But this journey was not measured in semesters alone. It was measured in sacrifice and the true belongings in each of us, regardless of family, income, race, gender, are defining threads that have shaped our individual stories. As a contemporary poet, Aubrey Graham put it, better known as Drake, once said, "Started from the bottom, but now we're here." Look around, graduates. Look at each other. Absorb it. Suck it in. To the parents, to the grandparents, to the aunties, to the uncles, to the neighbor that has been by you for, give yourself a round of applause for the work you've done for these graduates. Late nights, early mornings, doubt, responsibility, even when the path felt uncertain, even when life didn't pause for you, you kept going. You hustled, you elevate, you had to be resilient. And at the end of the day, you were striving for excellence. Stay tenacious, be courageous, and always keep pushing forward. How you do is key if you do it alone. You might get it done fast, but if you do it together, you will go far. Which is why I want to take a moment to honor the legendary athletic director from William Patterson University, Coach Art Eason. Coach Art Eason is still at it to this day. He is what you call the product. If there was a Mount Rushmore at William Patterson University, Art would be there. At 86 years old, he inspires me every time I'm around him. He is the epitome of what a William Patterson University graduate is. He is somebody who understood the assignment that when you go somewhere, you take somebody with you. And that who Art Eason is and still is to this day. So William Patterson graduates, once you graduate, do not forget to come back. Come back to homecoming. Give to your university. Give money. I'm sure the president can appreciate that. Make sure you set up a scholarship fund. Make sure your name is etched in stone at William Patterson University. So listen, not once, not twice, but be there every year and be part of this university. And that is not something to fear. It is something to understand. As Denzel Washington once said, feel big, feel for it, and I'd offer feel hard and feel fast. As stated, it took me 3 universities to graduate college, but that was my path. Everybody has a different path here. Some people work during the day and had to go to school at night. Some people had to go online. Everybody's path is different. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Every setback is a lesson. Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow. The only absolute failure is choosing not to rise again. That is the only absolute failure. So take risk. Step forward even when you're unsure. Your growth does not happen in comfort. It happens in courage. Inevitably, you'll have to listen more, learn more, engage more. As you move forward, remember this: no field stands alone. Healthcare depends on policy. Technology depends on ethics. Business depends on trust. Education depends on community. We are not separate. We are interconnected as one, which means your success is not individual, it is collective. When we rise, reach back, take somebody with you. Open doors, mentor someone. Be that person and reason that somebody never quits and never feels that they're not being seen or heard. Because someone somewhere did this for you. This is how progress works. This is how hope moves. And hope requires unity. Not uniformity, but unity. Unity across race, gender, religion, and political affiliation. Because progress is not built in silos, it is built together. Unity is something that we have to understand is the only way that we can move universally. Barack Obama once said, "We rise or fall as one nation and as one people, not as individuals." That idea that we are connected is not just inspiring, it's necessary. Because the challenges we face today cannot be solved alone. They require people willing to listen, to lead, to serve, people like you. So as you leave here today, ask yourself, not just what will I achieve, but who will I become? And even more importantly, who will be better because I was here? Because your legacy will not be measured in titles. It will not be measured in people. It will be lives that you've impacted, doors that you have opened, hope sustained. And you are not waiting for the future. You are responsible for the future. And yes, the world is complex. It is challenging. It will test you, but you are ready. So go forward as hope keepers. Choose courage over comfort. Choose integrity over convenience. Choose purpose over applause. And where life takes you, be it the boardrooms, classrooms, hospitals, studios, laboratories, communities, remember this: you did not walk alone, and you did not succeed alone. Many of us here are the first to celebrate, but always remember who helped you get here. Submit one more job application. Apply for one more grant or fellowship. Pursue a terminal degree. Send a follow-up email. Request a coffee conversation. Launch the project. Study for the certificate. Volunteer for opportunity no one else takes. Move to a city that scares you, or build something right where you are. Go the extra mile wherever you will, because you can. The best time to start is now. The worst mistake is waiting until tomorrow, because it will turn into the day after the day after the day. So step forward with excitement, with courage, and with belief what you can build together, William Patterson. And I leave you with this. If David can face the giant, if Moses can lead through the sea, if the Buddha can find peace after struggle, if Muhammad can persevere through adversity, then so can you. So William Patterson, class of 26, I want you to remember this. If God closed the lion's mouth for Daniel, parted the Red Sea for Moses, made the sun stand still for Joshua, opened the prison gate for Peter, gave Sarah a baby, and raised Lazarus from the dead, there is nothing in this life that you will face that you cannot do. So I leave you. Have faith. Trust him. Believe in yourself. God bless you. And at the end of the day, class of 2026, hope is here.
Please join me in thanking Dr. Wimberly one more time. Now, sadly, federal and state government waits for no one, including commencement. So we know that some of our elected officials have difficult votes in Trenton and work in Washington, D.C., so you might see them slide out. But we thank you all for being here and celebrating and supporting William Patterson University. So now I would like to present bachelor degrees candidate and undergraduate student speaker, Viola Smith, to address the graduating class. Viola will graduate today summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting and financial planning and wealth management. She received multiple honors, including the Dean's Undergraduate Award, Outstanding Senior in Accounting, and Outstanding Senior in Financial Planning and Wealth Management. Ms. Smith gained professional experience through internships at Smolin, Lupton & Company, Wiss & Company, and Sachs LLP, and contributed on campus as a technology consultant and financial planning academy advisor. A 4-year Dean's List honoree and a scholarship recipient, she is currently preparing for the CPA exam and will begin her career as a staff accountant at Wiss & Company in December. Please welcome our student speaker, Viola Smith, to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to my first stand-up gig today. This is a really good turnout. And I'm really happy that landed. In all seriousness, I want to thank President Hell-Dobler for a very kind introduction, and thank you to the Dean and Associate Dean of the Costakos College of Business, Dr. Rowan and Dr. Gritch, for nominating me to speak today. I'm so honored to have been selected. Thank you for believing me and for being a source of support throughout my time here. I also want to thank my peers, the class of 2026, for showing up here today to celebrate your great accomplishments. The work was not easy and the road to get here was long, but you all persevered and made it to this very moment. You should be very proud of yourselves. In working for this degree, in not giving up throughout years of finals, group projects, and discussion boards, you've invested in yourself. And it's an investment that will only grow in value throughout the years. Today, you will be recognized for all of your hard work and dedication. It's a very exciting time, and you've earned every second of it. We've all worked so hard to earn our degrees, but I don't think I'd be alone in saying that it wouldn't be possible without the support of the people around me. I'd like to thank my family for supporting me throughout my entire academic career. My parents and sister drove me to and from classes this semester after my wrist surgery and even proofread this speech. Thank you to my parents for being my biggest cheerleaders and for reminding me to have fun every once in a while. Sorry, this is so exciting. Thank you to my sister Olivia for being my best friend and for never making me do clean eating. I feel so lucky to be part of such a close family. I also want to thank my mentors who saw potential in me even when I couldn't see it in myself, and whose guidance I'll carry long after I leave this place. I wouldn't be graduating on time without all of your help. My road to William Patterson, like some of you, is not a straight shot, I'm sure. 5 years ago, around this time, I began my college search. I soon realized that I wouldn't be able to do what many of my peers were doing by choosing big, expensive schools in faraway cities. I knew I couldn't afford it because I didn't feel comfortable taking out large amounts of student loans required to do so. So I applied to William Patterson at my parents' recommendation. I worried that attending the same school as my mom and my grandma might make it seem like I was simply continuing a tradition rather than choosing my own path. My mom graduated as a first-generation college student in the 90s, and my dad's mom graduated in the 80s after raising her family. Instead, William Patterson became the place where I proved to myself the choice was truly mine. I knew this school was the right place for me to continue my education after attending the Accepted Students Day. I spoke with Dr. Gritch, and my conversation with him was the only time I had spoken directly with a member of my major's department in all of my college tours. At other universities, I didn't feel like my hard work and success were recognized or appreciated. Here at William Patterson, though, my achievements translated to opportunity. The individualized attention to each student, the care with which Dr. Gritch took the time to help me, sold me on William Patterson, and I submitted my acceptance later that day. To me, my education at William Patterson, this degree, has meant a couple of things. First, it has granted me freedom, more specifically, my financial freedom. This institution's dedication to affordable and accessible education has made such an impact on my life and the lives of many other students. Throughout all 4 years here, I have never had to worry that a tuition bill would negatively impact my quality of life, and I knew that I'd be able to fund my education with my own jobs. With the great financial burden of college lifted, I had the opportunity to travel during break, the same freedom to do again. My college experience was not like the ones in the media, but that was to my benefit, both as a student and beyond into my career as a professional. Like many of you sitting here today, my choice to pursue a degree at William Patterson also meant opportunity. Here, I had a chance to get experience in my field with the support of the university. They hosted career fairs and provided access to job search sites, both of which allowed me to secure internships and eventually full-time offers. The business college also offered night classes, which allowed me to continue my studies at full force while working. Then, of course, there's the opportunity that I've been granted today to speak at Commencement, which has been such an honor. This is just what it means to me, but a William Patterson degree means so many different things to different people. For me, it was my freedom and the opportunities that helped me push forward in my education and career. For my mom, it was an opportunity for a better life. For my grandma, it was a chance to find her purpose. For all of you, it's many things. As you all move forward, I urge you to remember that sometimes the right choice for you isn't the one that the people around you are making. Even though it may seem far different from what you expected, making the decision that's right for you could be greater than you ever imagined. I won't quote the Robert Frost poem about the woods because I know you're all familiar with it, but please remember to do what's best for you even if no one else is doing it. I hope you can all find success in choosing your own path. Congratulations once again to the class of 2026. I wish you the best of luck. You should all be, You should all be so proud of yourselves for making it here. And I hope you all do some serious partying later because you've earned every second of it. Thank you again and congratulations to the class of 2026. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Viola, and thank you to the Smiths for sending her our way. We're going to put you on the road as unofficial recruiters in the next enrollment cycle, so thank you. At this time, I would like to ask President Emerita Waldron to join me as the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Joshua Powers, presents the Faculty Recognition Awards for Excellence to 3 members of our distinguished faculty. Provost Powers?
I am pleased to continue the annual tradition of recognizing members of the faculty based upon a recommendation of their peers for their particular contributions to excellence in the areas of teaching, research, scholarship, and creative expression, and service. Professors Balmuri Natrajan, Cyril Koo, and Danielle Wallace stand before you here. Please refer to your program for more extensive lists of each of their accomplishments. I am pleased to present the award for excellence in teaching to Professor Danielle Wallace. Professor Wallace, Associate Professor of Africana World Studies, is a recipient of the 2026 Award for Excellence in Teaching, a recognition of her transformative and sustained impact in the classroom. Since joining William Patterson in 2012, she has fostered intellectual rigorous, inclusive learning environments that challenge students while providing strong mentorship and support. She also co-chaired my committee to be selected here at the university, so thank you, Danielle. Her teaching excellence has been recognized with multiple honors, including the College of Humanities and Social Sciences Excellence in Teaching Award and the Roland Watts Outstanding Mentor Award through thoughtfully designed courses that emphasize analytical rigor, perform primary source analysis, and civic engagement. She prepares students for academic and professional success. Professor Wallace further advances teaching innovation through her scholarship in pedagogy and her leadership in faculty development initiatives that promote inclusive excellence across the university. In recognition of the inspiration and dedication she brings to William Patterson University's students, faculty, and the community, we are proud to proclaim this citation of excellence in teaching awarded to Dr. Danielle Wallace on this 28th day of May, 2026. I'm now pleased to present the Award for Excellence in Research, Scholarship, and Creative Expression to Professor Cyril Koo. Professor Koo is recognized for excellence in research, scholarship, and creative expression through his globally respected contributions to data science, artificial intelligence, and software engineering. His work bridges theoretical innovation and real-world application, addressing complex societal challenges in areas such as healthcare analytics, public policy, and responsible AI. Responsible AI, you all heard that? That's pretty awesome. Since joining William Patterson University in 2002, he has produced a sustained body of influential scholarship, including pioneering research and deductive databases and widely cited publications in leading peer-reviewed journals, supported by more than $3.3 million in external funding from agencies such as the National Science Foundation. His research has advanced interdisciplinary collaboration and expanded opportunities for student engagement and high-impact inquiry. Through his leadership of the Data Science Research Lab and active participation in international scholarly communities, Professor Koo has significantly advanced both knowledge creation and the university's research mission. In recognition of the distinction and honor he brings to the university as a researcher and scholar, we are proud to proclaim the Citation of Excellence in Research, Scholarship, and Creative Expression awarded to Dr. Cyril Koo on the 28th day of May, 2026. And finally, I'm pleased to present the award for service to Dr. Balmurli Natrajan. Professor Natrajan is recognized for excellence in service for his sustained and impactful leadership at William Patterson University since 2005. He has demonstrated exceptional commitment through his current third term as chair of the Faculty Senate, guiding strategic initiatives that support institutional planning and shared governance. His service includes key leadership roles such as department chair, founding director of the Gandhian Forum for Peace and Justice, inaugural director of the university core curriculum, where he has advanced programs centered on social justice and interdisciplinary learning. And he came back and helped us reinvent it last year, and it was fantastic. Thank you, Merle. Professor Natrajan has played a pivotal role in academic program development and departmental integration, while actively contributing to university committees and councils that promote equity and justice. Extending his service beyond the university, he engaged in national and community initiatives, advancing inclusive scholarship and fostering partnership that strengthen educational opportunities and civic engagement. In recognition of the distinction and honor he brings to the university and his service to colleagues and the university, we are proud to proclaim this Citation of Excellence in Service awarded to Dr. Natrajan on this 28th day of May, 2026.
I'd like to ask President Emerita Waldron, President Osage, and Trustees Hayek and Claveo to please join me on the right side of the podium. Today we celebrate the accomplishments of one of our William Patterson University community members, honoring her exceptional service to the entire university community for the past 12 years. Will Dr. Mickey Camarata please join me at the podium? From time to time, the university president awards the President's Medallion to individuals who have made an outstanding contribution to the university community and who provide a positive role model through their outstanding service. This year, I am awarding the President's Medallion to Mickey Camarata. Mickey has been a central figure in shaping the student experience at William Patterson University for more than a decade, consistently prioritizing student success and well-being. She is widely recognized for embodying essential leadership qualities such as resiliency, learning agility, and emotional intelligence, allowing her to adapt to change while staying grounded in strong core values. Her ability to connect with people through empathy, authenticity, and self-awareness has made her both an effective administrator and a trusted mentor. Throughout her career, Mickey has taken on increasing levels of responsibility, always aligning her work with the needs and development of students. She played a pivotal role in bringing the Pesce Family Mentoring Institute from an initial vision to a thriving reality, expanding opportunities and helping countless students achieve their goals. Colleagues describe her as clear-minded, fair, analytical, passionate, and deeply committed, with a reputation as a relentless advocate for students. On a personal level, Mickey's impact is often felt in meaningful, everyday interactions, where she goes out of her way to ensure students feel heard, valued, and supported. She is known for taking ownership, offering guidance with compassion, and helping students learn from their mistakes without diminishing their confidence. Her mentorship has inspired students to pursue leadership roles in careers in higher education, extending her influence and legacy far beyond the classroom. In every aspect of her work, Mickey has left a lasting legacy defined by service, leadership, and unwavering commitment to others. In recognition of Dr. Camarata's leadership, her extraordinary work on campus, and in collaboration with faculty and staff, and her continued exceptional and devoted service to William Patterson University and its students, I am proud to award to Dr. Mickey Camarata on this, the 28th day of May, 2026, the President's Medallion, the highest honor bestowed on behalf of the university. Thank you. Congratulations. You do your marks, okay? Right in the middle. Yep. Right in the middle. There you go.
Yeah, take a moment. Thank you, President Held-Dobler. I am touched, humbled, and honored by this recognition, and grateful to have served with such an outstanding and transformative leader. Thank you also to President Waldron for her leadership, mentoring, and support during our years together. I have been blessed with a wonderful and rewarding career doing meaningful work I am passionate about, alongside talented, dedicated, and inspiring colleagues, many of whom are on this stage, and even more who are on the floor and in the hallways and celebrating our students, as they always do. Students, you are why we are here and what has made my work so rewarding. Thank you for sharing your brilliance, passion, and compassion, and allowing me to be part of your journey. And congratulations to you and your loved ones on this huge milestone in your life. You did not get here without champions, mentors, and support systems, nor did I. In closing, I want to acknowledge a few of mine who are in the audience. Dr. Pam Bischoff, retired Vice President for Student Affairs, and Ms. Nancy Mackin, retired Dean of Students, were my supervisors and mentors through the first 24 years of my career and remain champions, mentors, and friends. To my husband, Sal, who is here in the audience, and my daughter, Alyssa, who is watching online, thank you for your constant love and support and for sharing me countless evenings and weekends so that I could do work I loved in a manner I could look back on with pride, gratitude, and satisfaction. Once again, thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Dr. Camarada, and congratulations. So, it is now my opportunity to offer comments to the graduating class. Now, I have seen commencement speakers who I thought were going to be great, who were horrible, and some commencement speakers who were horrible that were great, but the best ones were always brief, and that's what I'm going to be today. So today we are here. We are here to celebrate the true meaning of willpower. So degree candidates, for those of you who are willing and able, if you are the first in your family to graduate college, please stand and remain standing. If you are a first responder, please stand up. If you are a military veteran, please stand up. If you are an immigrant or a child of an immigrant, please stand up. If you worked a job during college to support your degree, please stand up. If you transferred from a community college, please stand up. If you graduated in WP Online, please stand up. If you speak more than one language, please stand up. If you raised a child or cared for a parent, please stand up. If your grit and perseverance got you to here today, please stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, that is willpower. That is the work that we do. These are the students who are changing the social fabric of New Jersey. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, and please be seated. To the parents, the guardians, the audience members, spouses, partners, children, you all supported these graduates to get them to where they are today. And for that support, I'm conferring upon you the honorary degree of PTT, which stands for Pushed Them Through. Congratulations. Of course, none of us, the faculty in the audience, the administrators on stage who hold degrees, or those graduating to get today will have gotten to where we are without the support of the great faculty and staff who have ushered us to this point. I'd like to ask the great faculty and staff of William Patterson to stand and let us thank you for your hard work. Thank you. Please be seated. So, as you go forward, I want you to remember a few things. Words that Senator Wimberly said that were penned by our namesake, William Patterson, really struck me, and I want you to hear them again. William Patterson wrote, "Without morals, there can be no order, and without knowledge, no genuine liberty." I ask as you take your degree out into the world, think what kind of world you want to live in. How will you use your degree and your skills to make that world a reality? We know what kindness looks like and feels like. We know what caring for others looks like and feels like. We know what integrity and dignity look and feel like. While I'm confident that our faculty have prepared you to be successful in your career pursuits, we above all want you to be good humans to your family, to your neighbors, and to those who look, worship, and love differently than you do. As our Spirit song states, I'll stand for you, and you will stand for me as William Patterson pioneers. I also urge you to remember these wise words from my favorite lullaby. The only measure of your words and your deeds is the love you leave behind when you're gone. Combine your career success with personal fulfillment. Surround yourself with people who will lift you up as you lift them up, and remind them what they mean to you. If you do these things, I'm confident that you will create a rewarding life for yourself, your family, and your community. Congratulations, William Patterson class of 2026. We can't wait to see all the wonderful things that you will do. So as we began today's ceremony, the provost reflected on the traditions that shape commencement, the music that accompanies our procession, and the regalia worn by faculty and graduates. These rituals are rooted in centuries of academic heritage that connect us with a long and respected history of higher education. They remind us that we are part of something enduring and meaningful. Yet, even as we honor these long-standing traditions, we're also called upon to reflect thoughtfully on symbols we carry forward. Some traditions remain constant because they continue to represent our shared values. Others, however, invite reconsideration, particularly when their origins no longer reflect who we are or what we aspire to be. One such symbol is the mace that is positioned at the front of the platform. Historically, the mace originated as a weapon of war, a spiked instrument used to break through armor in battle. Over time, it evolved into a ceremonial emblem representing authority, power, and institutional legitimacy. Today, however, we recognize an opportunity to align our symbols more closely with our values of stewardship, community, and care. In that spirit, we gather at an important moment in the life of our university. Today, we formally retire the mace and introduce a new symbol that reflects our shared commitments and vision for the future, the WP orb. William Patterson University's orb is a modern version of the medieval orbs, which were symbolic renditions of real-world maps used by scholars of that time to understand the world, which is the primary purpose of higher education. In the Middle Ages, the orb and the scepter, or the mace, were carried at the time of installation to symbolize the leader's authority and stewardship. At this time, I invite Board of Trustees member and foundation member and alumna of the class of 76, Linda Nero, to the podium.
President Hell-Dobler, on behalf of the William Patterson University Foundation Board, it is my honor to present to you the University Orb. This symbol represents not only authority, but also the profound responsibility entrusted to you, the care of our university community, and the stewardship of its resources. The orb was designed by Bob Verbeek of the Department of Marketing and Public Relations and expertly fabricated by Cristal International. It features a metallic silver finish with the official university seal prominently embedded on the front and the orange WP graphic affixed to the back. Please accept this gift from the Foundation as a lasting symbol of our collective trust, responsibility, and hope for the future.
Thank you, Trustee Nero, and certainly the University Foundation Board for this important symbolic gift. I'd like to introduce to you William Patterson alumnus of Class of 97 and 2021, Mr. Dom DeMeo, Recording Secretary of the Alumni Association. Dom?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. President Hell-Dobler, by the way, that was brief. That was really brief. Members of the Board of Trustees, graduates, family, and friends, I am pleased to bring you greetings. I am so honored today to congratulate the members of the class of 2026 and join the rest of the university community as we recognize your achievements. When President Hell-Dobler confers your degrees, you will officially become William Patterson Alumni Pioneers. And I am proud, as an executive board member of the William Patterson Alumni Association, to welcome you to the community of more than 95,000 pioneers who live throughout New Jersey, the nation, and the world, and proudly represent our institution as accomplished leaders in every profession. I know each and every one of you will find continued success as I and many others have. Because William Patterson graduates have a unique quality about us that separate us from others. And you heard that from Dr. Wimbledy today. These qualities in part come from the education we receive here and the professional relationships that we have built with the exceptional faculty, staff, mentors, alumni, and peers. While you will be graduating, please know that William Patterson will continue to support you, celebrate your achievements, and we value your involvement. Please remember, we need you too. Think about the graduates who will follow in your future years, and how we, as alumni, can positively impact future generations of pioneers. I encourage you to remain involved with your alma mater and maintain a strong connection to William Patterson, as I and many others have. We look forward to welcoming you back to the campus or connecting at our regional alumni events, so that we can continue to share our experiences and make new William Patterson memories. Your alma mater looks forward to hearing about your great successes and achievements. And now, I'll step off the platform so that I and fellow alumni and William Patterson staff member Roy Garcia, class of 1999, DeAndre Davenport, class of 2023, and 2026, and Sonia Wilson, class of 2019 and 2021, can present each of you with your first William Patterson lapel pin right after you receive your degree as the newest members of our Alumni Association. Please, I hope you wear your pin proudly and continue to support William Patterson. Once again, congratulations to everyone, class of 2026.
Provost Powers, will you join me at the podium? So some of you may know Provost Powers, after 7 years serving as Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, will be stepping back from his role at the end of this year. I wanted to just take a moment to acknowledge his impact as an academic leader on our campus, steering us through the pandemic, growing WP Online, and many other initiatives that have contributed to the academic health of the university going forward. Josh, thank you for your service. And now, Josh is going to present the candidates for their degrees. The time is here.
Thank you. We want everybody to have their special moment. I want to remind all the graduates that while you will receive a diploma cover when crossing the stage, the president will not officially confer your degree until after all of you have come forward to be recognized by your deans. Therefore, it is imperative that you return to your seats until the president confers your degrees. We ask everyone to remain in the arena until the degrees are conferred. Degree candidates will be congratulated by their dean, members of the Board of Trustees, and President Heldobler. I will now ask the candidates for all bachelor's degrees, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelors of Fine Arts, Bachelors of Music, Bachelors of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing to come forward by college to be recognized by their college deans. We will first present candidates from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, who will be congratulated by Dean Wartina Davis and Trustee Nero. And from the College of Science and Health, who will be congratulated by Dean Venkat Sharma and Trustee McDowell.
So do you know which side? Arts and Humanities? Over there.
Lisa Marzocco, Anita Holmes Perez, Nicholas Capone, Amal Alimam, Jocelyn Melissa Perez Navarro, Liliana Alkovich, Heba Ahmad Fares, Jessica Lobo, Ayat Ode, Melanie Michelle Villamarin, Era Zeka, Valerie Nicole Velasquez Aguilera, Catherine Annetta Richards Casado, Abigail Lenny, Erica Hernandez, Martin Johann Kaiser,
Arby Vrapi,
Luke Andrew Milam, Crystal Hui Hua, Ashanti Laura, Yikauri J. Medrano Tatis, Kate E. Maitland, Christina Malika Biek, Rachel Swift, Nubek Hale Altamirano, Victoria Todd, Catherine Shirley Scott, Rachel Hasten Kim, Jordan Patricia David, Kimberly Nicole Cardenas, Basmala Samer Halawamle, Jaden S. Rivera, Angeline Stephanie Martinez, Robert Scott Fenton, Rovan Samzel, Samir D. Hargrove, Talaya Josephina Bardu, Deshaun Ricketts, Crystal Owusu Owuo, Sharif Isa, Ranaya Ray Bruton Moore, Alquita Hoksha, Abigail Annette Herring, Ruma Parvin, Megan Georgia Norman, Samantha Fernandez, Danielle Alexa Lagomarcino, Aiden Roy, John Salas, Sharon Momo Musa, Christina Lavarini, Woodley Phipps, Isabella Grace Tedesco, Louis Ferris Rahib Khalil, Anthony Gravino Matthews, Kareem Mohammed Zirban, Christian C. Montanez, Pablo Rene Puertas, Alberto Lescano, Omar Mohammed El Casas, Katrina Marie Pascale, Ariel Sarmiento, Nicole Elizabeth Garcia, Ahamefule Nodi Wafour, Ariel Natasha Vallejo, Benjamin Budram, Fiona Margaret Healy, Robert Jones, Megan Joy Figueroa, Matthew Adam Cortese, Colleen Monahan, Nicole Mejia, Marvelous Ogunsheye, Skylar DeRusso, Jahir Soriano, Veronica Maria Radvanrella, Saoirse Honora Lefebvre, Gustavo Martinez, Brian Alexander Jimenez, Fabio Gurgis Sorial, Casey Lynn Cuevas, Jana Marie Lopez Divina Gracia, Kelly Ann Owens, Anjum Taiba Chowdhury, Bryn Renee Casaleggio, Cindy Mariel Garcia Fernandez, Noemi Robinson, Francisco Pablo Perez Ramos, Elizabeth Molina, Jameson Snyder, Vanessa Nana Ya Ampong Debra, Laura Lee Ann Castellano, Matthew Raymond Lemieux, Gabrielle Grace Bostic, Gavin Michael Deacon, Tamina Khatun Mili, Morgan Lynn Burke, Tanzina Akhtar,
because the names were changing when he was only halfway,
Diamond Leisha McCoy, Salma Begum, Adam M. Cardenas, Melvin Gooden, Nadir Jar Shulars, Tamina Mia, Evan C. Sanchez, Darian Che, Jennifer Agostini, Paul Matthew Isguera, Christian Andres dos Santos, Chanel Jamai Smith, Nathaniel May, Kenwood Dumasani Chirambo, Saji Sarimadin Salim, Wilton Lizardo, Daniel David Martinez, Ernesto de Gonzalez Aguilar, Nikki Strepone, Oluwaseun Michael Kuti, Sergio Raul Majano, Shakib Rehan Ahmed, Bishop Nichols, Tanjana Khan, Kyle Malbas Torres, Carl Brown Jr., Navardo Omario Bugridge, Bailey Marie Matthews, Ahmedur Raja Chowdhury, Christopher Joseph Quartuccio, Christopher Charles Yates, Nicholas Philip Durso, Aishner Jigsmak Federigan Sebug, Mohammed Mustafa Alan, Tyler James Cooper, Yusuf Darwish, Bijan Pulley, Juan Pablo Lucero, Christopher M. Cugliari, Carlos Andres Santos, Angel Samuel Ortiz Reyes, Tyler R. Thomas, Yolanda Isabel Moran Arauz, John Miguel Bobadilla, Dion Espitia, Jafet Akadom Aguiare, Braylon Journey Fuller, Eyitomiolua Okanlawan, Elizabeth Maite Aramburu, Anderson Ginao Raposo, Nathaniel James Simon, Ryan Charles Van Dyke, Michael Payon, Connor Harrison DeBlock, Tatiana J. Camacho, Ignacio Gimeno, Abanab George Abdalmesi, Harmonia Lanzo, Nicholas Brunia, Gazi Alharaize, Waldo Antonio Correa, Ian Rodriguez, Zainab Savane, Joseph Philip DeGeorge, Christopher Diaz, Naya Monet Pack, Jesus Ortega, Giselle Jasmine Brito, Afrodita Dreai, Noran Al-Hindi, Liana Rubinetti, Frank Rocco Vitali, Jasmine Nicole Davis, Emir Hadzovich, Bryce Marche Tibbs, Luis E. Sanchez Robles, Tiara Ashley Mobley, Andrew Kaiser, Jeffrey Adam Marquez II, Kayla Corson, Edward DeGraft Kwanzaa, Dawn Marie Lauterbaugh, Lisbeth M. Silva Rivera, Amun Bjorn Barnes, Ivy Medina, Abhash Nirula, Jerome Valido, Michaela Jarel Morales Ansai, Emmanuel Foblas, Isabella Alexis Rocha, Joyce Gia, Samari Arroyo, Jordan Amir Dockery, Thomas Allen Pescator Jr., Carla Reimer, Rihanna DeGraff, Mia Herrera, Joanna Yamile Calderon, Michael Medina, Tiffany Tuhina Ramnarine, Brian Matthews, Sarah Ramirez, Rojan Upreti, Jasmine June Avent, Adam Kierden, Alicia Pocarel, Ufesa Joanne Mosley, Thalia Marcela Morales, Sean Morrow, Sadia Saeed Rahman, Anthony Michael Macera,
Jessica Berry,
Tyler Flynn, Michael David Felema, Sheena Hydia Lewis, Chidubem Henry Ejiofor, Ashani Jackson, Sean J. Palathinkal, Ashley Delgado, Kavan Sutaria, Damian Jesus Paraga, John L. Rivera, Harold Green, Karen Myru, Andrew Robert Vervat, Karen Alexa Arevalo, Jelani Asia Rogers, Chastity Alizea Diaz, Shaquille O'Neal Brown, Stephanie Joanna Sandoval, Mary Elise Imbriaco, Haniel Leon, Nathaniel George Ensminger, Linus Oscar Rodriguez, Simone Ramilo, Jocelyn Valentin, Diana Villafana,
Martha Elizabeth Arganano,
Jessica Ashley Henriquez, Shadeen A. Watson, Ania Milan McDonald, Julie Malone, Kristen Loda, Natalia Balcasser, Haley DeMoss, Layla Lee Gill, Jordan Brown, Angelina O'Neill, Paulette Marie Holland, Lindsay Michelle Tarsatano, Ahlam Malik, Aliyah Raquel Bashir, Sadil J. Koda, Edward Manuel de Los Santos Sarante, Ashley Perez Dominguez, Mia N. Malzone, Antasia Simone Kerr, Amara Brooke Scarry, Sean Creamer, Tiffany Imani Hooker, Althea Jacqueline Johnson, Alyssa Garner, Jaden A.B. Calixto, David Alexander Russo, Christian Jose Reyes,
Stephen Gunthrope,
Ryan Alvarez, Brittany Szymanski, Martin Virai, John Mahler, Jessica Ji Hyun Nam, Ronan Saleh, Brian E. Rimache, Jennifer Alexandra Rodriguez Moreno, Daniel Janosek, Eric Capello, Walwyn A. Gordon, Marina Thomas Silveira, Nesver Musli, Michaela Rosalind Noemi Sierra, Jack Etterbeek, Nolan Foley, Destiny Rose Figueroa, Jaylene Rodriguez, Gertrude Amawako Apaya, Shayna Blathers, Aisha Kanu, Lucy Nadu Narobi, Najane Cooper, Maylee Rain Martinez, Aziza Ramsey, Anthony Ramez Samuel, Janila Jada Hewitt, Natasha Victoria Wilson, Destiny Chelsea Vargas, Brian McMahon, Dylan Christopher Weaver, Azar I. Jalahej, Christopher Shepper, Muhammad Fuzail, Wagner Javier Figuereo, Rainiel O'Neill Encarnacion Sanchez, Jacob Paschik, Aaron Doko, Alex Maurice Adkins Jr., Sarah Julene Gowan, Matthew D'Angelillo, Elijah Aaron Abdul Wahab, Charles Insel, Nihat Fateh Karahan, Jordan Glenn Struble, Loon C. John, Sebastian Rincon, Evaidani Rea, Tim John Bala, Chanel Mendez, Tayana Simone Collins, Stephanie Marie Celis Sanchez, Anaya Irelis Rosario, Jasmine Joyce Paguillo, Cynthia Alexandra Menendez, Robert Manuel Velez, Leah Callahan, Marvin Jr. Guerra, Aricia Stefanakis, Francisco Verona, Jessica Scotti, Digvijay Suba, Rohit Kumar Rauniyar, Angelina Liana Reyes Henao, Ayush Kandil, Natalia Gonzalez, Nishan Jyoti, Anthony Calixto, Elliot Richard Germanson, Giovanni Frank Aresta, Daniel Scott Finch, Dylan Hunter Santos, Frederick Angelo Liller, Kylie Elizabeth Anthony, Matthew Thomas DiGirolamo, Ian Christopher Moscal, Peter Inakon, Heidi Gonzalez, Omar Hazem Mostafa, Chantel Aliyah Outlaw, Edward Urena, Tyon Marcel Smith, LaShawn Little, Carissa Ostalaza, Joseph Alfonso, Imani Fote, Kevin John Deal, Yaribel Guzman, Linda Libby, Sean Petlanovsky, Patrick T. Biernat, Nathaniel Orval Thompson, Alejandro David San Martin, Clementine Cabien Fazzo, Dina Rose Nisa, Alexa Bogart Prisco, Daniela Maria Urena, Lila Jade Guthie, Josie Michelle Ugliono, Christina Marie Okipinti, Savannah Shea, Jason Polens, Nayelis Payano, Austin Jack, Tyler Henry Ruben, Pelin Kahraman, Justin Joseph Pecoraro, Jennifer Martinez Carino, Salvatore V. Anzaldi, Hatterson Jaden Rivera, Vanessa Santiago, Aaron J. Manspizer, Yaniris Vanessa Candelaria, Luke Milivoy Fournier, Timothy Kyle Garcia, Natalie E. Perez, Kyle Thomas Pappas, Riley Daunton, Christopher James Gilmore, Hyun Jong Eam, Omar Perez, Ali Rizvan, Mark Keegan Brennan, Brianna Magro, Aaron Aragonas, Aiden Patrick Sangastiano, Kevin Alexander Galarza Villalonga, Jair Elian Lacotera, Erica Mason Capala, Dylan Hiram Montalvo, Jacob Michael Casale, Joshua Earl Oken, Isaiah Davenport, Ava Nicole Padwelka, Brandon R. Bang, Raquel Gazy, Giancarlos Morissette, Safa M. Hassan, Naomi Maria Toms, Jaliza Kayla Garcia, Ashley Valeria Batres, Alexa Marie Aguirre, Reese Olivares, Amelia Eliza Bland, George Luis Jimenez Polanco, Aliana Araceli Estrella, Christian Dario Valdez, Zoe Shea Hagan, Arvin J. Mercado Mangalindan, Christopher Rios, Matthew Perry, Tajay Shavan, Otar Bluashvili, Aaliyah Madison Douglas, Anderson De La Hoz, Kiara Spivey, Eliana Malo, Nicole Elizabeth Vecchia, Ross A. Polino, Yoslint J. Mendez,
Filippo De Pelo.
Thomas Denzik, Jackson D. Metaute, Maxine Beverly Hammett, Delvin Enketia, Gloria Diana Garcia, Noor Samkau, Ajan Ayesheri, Lukasz Iskra, Enderson Duran Ivan, Jasmine Nicole Sullivan, Jana Marie Kipnis, Maurice Soliman, Reem Abdelrahman, Fatira Abdul Karim, Diana Liris Frazao, Joshua Boache Bedu, Sabrina Nabil El Balat, Braden John Ramirez, Faith Damarie Morrison, Isabella Cristina Bermudez, Julia Ann Nichols, Karen Murgesh Meza, Sarah Ajam, Kendrick Paul Lopez, Lauren G. Lupino, Holanda Noelia da Silva, Gabrielle Nicole Tolinci, Bianca Rosa Serrano, Bernice Serena Nicolas, Ashley Agudelo, Luca Misco, Jack Luzzi, Kaylee Rose Hovan, Margaret Culpepper Grant, Joshua Mputu, Kayla M. Coffey, Kevin Steve Bueno, Brendan Dellen Streeter, Kayla Darlene Esteves, Cameron Pierce McIsaac, Amber Marie Fry, Haniel Miguel Camposano, Thomas Eugene Sherwood III, Jaden Luis Paulino, Ian Vincent Raybeck, Nishat Tassin, Joanna Banishevska, Precious Wakego Iloba, Sheridan Cruz Oiko, James Nicholas Burke, Elias Sepulveda Martinez, Ryan Gray Mercer, Florida Lisalot Ortiz Francisco, Jordan Alexandra Ferry, Emma Timochko,
William Joseph Miller,
Vincent George Stoffel, James Nicholas Burke, Maziel Chantal Fernandez Morales, Nicholas Michael Alaka, Avery Castillo, Nathan Michael Pastor, Najah Najeh Assad, Daniel Cornelius Curtin, Minatullah Abedrabo, Michael Matsakis, Ikhlas Suiber Carmona, Gerard James, Patrick Michael Cannon, Diane M. McGee Kitchen, Daryl Mims, Markia Roberts, James Nevels Jr., Matthew Davison, Skylar Conrad Knudsen, David Anthony Labrador, Kassir Marquis Alston, Aiden Antonio Montero, Johnny Guzman, Jimir Harvey, Janine Aurelia Simon, Tyshawn Lane, Melanie Clayton, Patrick Liggins, Francesca Marie Perez, Dawn Jeresi, Carly Lorenzo, Jadalyn Marie Mercado, Zanetta Ray Pierce, Ethan David Paul, Taylor Marie Hartung, Deanna Lowery, Emily Leah Jones, Corey Tavon Arnell McLeod, Karima Pampanin, Erojami Banks, Ashley Marie Villano, Diana Chaco, Mary Emma Bassett, Shavona Yashin, Noah Luis Caballero, Nicholas Thomas Madonia, Victoria Alexis Bartolone, Nazaya Robinson, Janie Diaz, Nicole Leanne Earl, Michael Pede, Stephanie Elizabeth Suarez, Sharonda Denise Kapaj, Amani Dev, April A. McPherson, Taylor Squara, Ana Carolina Martinez, Isis M. Montesino Dix, Isabella Malave, Rosewald Benz Baptiste, Stephanie K. Rodriguez, Alisa Joy Freed, Zaki Jenkins, Tree Melville, Winnie Lormajuste, Riley Elizabeth Smaldone, Claudie Wendy Said, Leah D. Phillip, Fernando Luis Febus, Justina Essel, Bridget Nicole DeLonde, Karima Andrews, Shamarva Melody Dew, Samantha Isabel Lopez, Essence Shante Daniels, Dakota Gibbons, Jennifer B. Lifeken, Erica Amara Bickart, Kimberly Melita Walker, Jamira Johnson, Derek Eatman, Mariah Nicole Ballesteros, Alex John Mezzo, Robert Sickler, Prince Gurung, Carla M. Curcio, Rauna Kadka, Daniel Greg Lipada, Alexis Bayonne, King Nathan Rosaline Fernando, Anthony Yikaza, Andres Guerra Morales, Chanel Ashley Menot, Enzo Sebastian Paredes, Alejandro Giraldo Rendon, Mitchell Akronson de la Cruz, Kayla Costello, Joseph Villalona, Demi Sharon Badajo, Jana Munir Ghanam, Philip Engel, Crystal Reynoso Chavez, Timothy Robin Leonard, Sidra Mahmoud, Stephen Isaiah Boras, Senem Sedefoglu, Aman Meyers, Yesenia Flores Merino, Jessica Sosa, Nico Juhani Nyman, Ashley Childs, Tanisha Kimberly Bryant, Jack Stephen Santoro, Alcid Joseph Razon Absede, Deborah Fanmilola Akinpelu, Maidawe Williams, Mima Nicole Gorgla, Janine Bonus, Jody Ann Camila Bingham, Jaden Cabillo Tanseco, Isabella Larissa DePisa, Mailinda Mola, Marielle Caridad Guillaume, Sophia April Delgado Caldes, Laureen Joyce Pierre, Taylor Asia Brooks, Sydney Jolie Mecca, Melche Chamel Ostel, Neve Arema Morrison, Laura Allison Haywood, Kira Alexandra Chioffi, Migena Capolari, Maria Kolesnik, Julia Rose Pessler, Annie Reyes, Benjamin Petkaitis, Dawn Marie Goff, Sarah Elizabeth Delgado, Alexa Giancarelli, Ayana Autumn Cicely McPherson, Julian Figueroa, Janma J. Suba, Dylan Childs, Anish Podell, Giselle Jimenez, Anders Guldenwald Peterson, Tasha Marie Melendez, Aiden Woods, Cora Nasiripur, Luke B. Santiago, Dorian Wild, Denzel Lokiao, Nathaniel Matthew Tota, Santiago Jesus Bermudez, Parker Tubman, Owen Michael Walter, Diana Christine Cueva, Ellie Lynn Panfili, Muriel May Fernandez, Ilana Danielle Duggan, Jasenia Gabriela Colon, Jillian Eve Captain, Vincent Joseph Snee, Eugene Quabla Odote, Eustace John Muzzoli, Carla Denise Polonaise, Rosa Elena Garcia, Laura Gachalian, Mario Romeo Giordano, Hannah Gion Sa, Isha Desai, Daisy Fandino, Holly Danielle Charlot, Ryan Williamson, Alexandra R. Diaz, Felicia Angelina Lawrence, Jessica Baez, Amelie Natsibegovich, Lynette Gonzalez, Natalie Sutui Idrovo, Joanne Joshua, Jenna Marie Torres, Philippe Zotter, Daniel Maichin, Jesse James Lamana, Juliana Andrea Lor Rodas, Juliana Hope Fiorendino, Malvis Acevedo Beltre, Arifa Rima Hussein, Isaac Joel Portillo, Karina Cabral, Akemi Niobe Kanashiro, Caitlin Moreno, Albina Balidemai, Isabella Basile, Stephanie Sari Nolasco, Anastasia Quinn, Nosheen Latif, Zachary Justin Bidwell, Miguelina Rivas, Yuzmar Compres, Ollie Johnson, Yaritza Ponce, Lainice McKinley, Nicole Marie Parente, Megan Denise Sodano, Gianluca Iannuzzi, Brooklyn Alexandra Told, Brenda Corcho Leon, Shireen Hill, Brandy Lynn Dekonski, Sandra Heinz, Angela Lynn Marcaselli, Judith Fellner, Tanisha Nunez, Annabelle Raymond, Gabriela Lucia Cardona, Tamira Natal, Roa Mohammed Salim, David Aaron Gordon, Faith Renee MacArthur, Rafael Trastoy, Victoria Isabella Mateo, Avery Kasbarian, Celeste Sierra Reyes, Andrea Rios Orellana, Jenny Exantis, Kimberly Ortiz, Kayla Marie Matari, Jeremiah Capers, Jessica Ann Colegio Blaza, Zion X Simpson, Amelia Selena Casalag Tolentino, Julian Angelique Mendoza, Ava Victoria Travis, Adalise Iveta Rodriguez, Daniel Bondoc Coloso, Alex Gallipoli, Felicia Ancoma Henampong Aquada, Patricia Crawford Peterkin, Alex Gonzalez, Shakira Maria Hosang, Sarah Margarita Mantilla, Alura C. Collinson, Erin Elizabeth Clark, Quasia Alicia Franklin, Teres Exantus, Gabriela Maria Del Valle, Daniela M. Charles, Love G. Laguerre, Natalie Suhaili Gonzalez, Priscilla Lynn Santiago, Jordan Coley Varin, Jessica Coriano, Samali Reyes, Jessica Moya, Jessica Paris Omieri, Sophia Isabella Salazar, Renee Rudolph, Alice Bruder, Charisse Yvette Baines, Teresa Ugochinyere Onuha, Kiana Danielle Trowick, Octavia Ramsey, Angie Mercedes Crique, Donna Gualpa Saldana, Elizabeth Castro, Kezia Olubatosin Oshuporu, Catherine Marizan, Ruth Eileen Yaskaribe, Anye Shania Barker, Jennifer Ramos, Ajane Janaya Barker, Clary Leticia Bonilla, Sydney Chiazor Ekwe, Rianne Francine Lobita Dagoro, Yadira E. Zapata, Ramah Jallo, Huda Nasareddin, Kayla Muriel Fitzsimmons, Tasneem A. An Omar Aga, Dajuan Cunningham Riddick, Mauricio Telescorte, Teresa Nelson, Christian S. Perez, Nicole Rodriguez, Shayla Betancourt, Siham Nisreen Salam, Natalie Taktuk Fernandez, Gabriela Empel, Kimberly Ann Moose, Ashley M. Thomas Morris, Thomas Helm, Benjamin Whitfield, William Carino, Danaisha Darbuz, Blessing Ngozichinyerem Joku, Jamie Sukitana, Molly Brennan, Victoria Aguar, Caden Damian Rivera, Kimberly Bejarano, Chiamaka Juliet Opara Ochekwe, Samantha Manella, Wikoyat Ajoke Babalola, Aishat O Owanla, Eliana Guzman, Sarah Wuraolua Shogalola, Teresa Moreno, Angela Olua Adeola Olominu, Rosemaine Silius, Maria Martha Brown, Destiny Samity, Maria Christine Alvaro, Alicia Jones, Louise Wang, Chantel Paulette Baker, Cristalis Andrade, Salissa Kira Dukes, Samantha Luz Orama, Lola Rita Williams, Michelle Lyle, Nadine Ann Tafala CLTL, Rachel Elizabeth Bird, Sandy Caroline Rodriguez, Ruth Polenko, Ekaterini Marias, Johansi Castillo, Camila Rodriguez, Jacqueline Ann Houlihan, Eric Abaso, Jacqueline Javier, Dayanara Quinones, Nicole Bantine, Jacob Martinez, Mercy Matute Vera, Estefany Duchard, Morgan Kennedy, Ogachi Onwuzurike, Yolanda Jackson, Adewale Oladipo, Sean Alexander Dominguez, Chency Macharles, Alexander John Hudson, Karima Tahira Lucas, Mia M. Gilliard, Dania Carixa Hernandez, Jennifer Sanchez Colaguaso, Madison Kate Moss, Maria Isabel Perez, Desantila Gangolari, Abiola Khadijat Ajayi, Nakesha Nastasia Johnson, Jennifer Stamp, Carolina Saravia, Jasmine Denise Barraza, Emily Charlene Ponce, Julia Wojcik, Daniela Rodriguez Garcia, Lynn Luciana Charles, Talisha Tierra Alston-Wise, Lily E. Antwi, Claudia Jennings, Pearline E. Geraldo, Sydney Aaron DeVore, Oribi Warisote Ogbeba Harry, Dania Ainueran, Abigail Villa, Daisy Robles, Janaya Kaylee White, Chantel Denise Coleman, Jimmy A. Rodriguez, Azim Anjum, Monique Anderson,
Brian Ochoa,
Edna Guzman, Viviana Cristina Parra Palacios, Caleb Matthew Rippey, Bayan Khalili, Andrew Alberto Diaz, Princess N. Eminue, Shanae Latrice Thomas, Kelly Rojas.
We will now present candidates from the Casacos College of Business who will be congratulated by Dean Anthony Bowen and Trustee Steve.
Scott Michael Baker, Amy Burns, Isabella Luna Pedrosa, Serenity Stancil, Thomas Charles Mejias, Dana Cabanilla, Hassam Siddiqui, Janice Monesteem, Olivia Grace Gaffney, Janie Virgin, Carolyn Ortega, Yesenia Carrasquillo, Aliza Nanku, Eduardo Rivera, Shannon Nicole Burke, Jason Lastra, Maximilian P. Lorenzi, Ty Brandon Cara, Argia Puzo, Alejandro Pena Ocampo, Kyle David Nagel, Elena Abdurrahmani, Haley Bacco, Salvatore Iodice, Abigail Height, Sarah Rogers, Fariha Uddin, Mariam Chaudhry, Taina A. Gustav, Jalen Dieza Kansai, Denise Munoz, Nicole Paula Iliscas Espinoza, Christy DeLone, Ashley Faslia, Shannon Oleske, Alicia Christina David, Evan Daniel Garcia, Aubrey Ray Navarro, Janaya Imani Hunter, Rush Sharma, Nacy A. Fernandez, Isabella Bauer, Francisco Huerta, Rachel Davika Singh, Sebastian Burgos, Ashley Decker, Juan Carlos Luna Vargas, Leah Piserchia, Eugenia Guzman Silvera, Jordan Monet Julia Dorsey, Tanya Savchuk, Anastasia Radunovich, Brianna Elizabeth Lazio, Isabella Victoria Isani, Alexa Jarvis, Michael Kutsokumnis, Nyla Annalise David, Sean Crawford, Jonathan Bosange Imbuyamba, Aniana Perrot, Esmarlin Baez Batista, Eliana M. Jaquez, Monica Hernandez, Albert Gonzalez, Fiola Baez, Israel Vargas Reyes, Maria Alejandra Vicioso Cordero, Angelique Mariela Suarez, Kasai Imanay Sanchez, Alexis Renee Spencer, Maria E. Cabrera, Tayan Davis, Dayana Satanay, Noemi Carino, Justin Todd Chiazzo, Seydou Kamara, Dija Sana Jalomi Ba, Wulian M. Salinas Bernal,
Mariam L. Nuniwi,
Julian Pinto, Darniel Morgan, Heather Kwiatkowski, Joseph Anthony Lepera Jr., Gabriela Vasquez, Jacob Rivera, Samantha Renee Kapmeyer, Lisbeth R. Ramirez, Kasem Isa Achakali, James Joseph Carlucci, Susan Leach, Fredis de la Cruz, Lanice Baxter Montez, Caitlin Denise Grant, Jasmine S. Barnes, Nicholas Bird, Grace Ann Martino, Malik Pierre Louise, Nicole Valdez Bejarano, Daniel Frank Pantoliano, Karina Diaz, Carolina Treveno, Dana Larice Mitchell, Kevin Chavez, Javin Ramnarine, Anna Torba, Alexander Santos, Jocelyn Galbraith, Alex Constantine Chirigliano, Imama, Sefo Chuma, Isaiah Chase Jones, Raymeli Doranez Tolentino Jimenez, Francis Nicole Cabrera, Tia Cherbaka, Samantha Corujo, Zara Mobley, Filippo Santagati, Gloria Falcon Gaitan, Diane Teresa Tomaszkowicz, Sally Matok, Fernando Lamberti II, Camille K. Burnett, Kathy Franco, Luna Sky Kirby, Renaya Shipley, Leslie Caroline De Leon, Najib Ahmed, Charlie Christine Falls, Marcus Peters, Kenny William Mendoza, Alanis Mariel Molina, Nicholas Petty, Liselot Alvarez Maceo, Jose Steven Diaz Guerra, Brian Grulon, Jasmine L. Blue, Badrul Alam Ruhin, Shamaya Lazani Carter, Daniel Allen Asatimbai Yanza, Taviana Campbell, Caitlin Maria Taveras Luna, Anjali Prakash Halamani, Sandy Romero Sala, Nicole Valdez Rodriguez, Destiny Tejada Guzman, Kiara Elliot Sanchez Martinez, Karen Alas, Tyron Charles, Colleen Susanto, Cristina Medina de Javier, Brahim Zara, Sandra Guadalupe Toledo, Eric De Leon Perez, Bisma Mudassar, Amy M. Grube, Ian Raymond Little, Allison Dock, Theodore Lockhart III, Stephanie Rodriguez, Wood Jani Nashtabi Fifi, Rachel Lisa Germain, Jovan Milosevic, Samuel and Leela Howe, Brian Espinoza, Xavier Tisdale Floyd, Rocio Avila Rijo, Daniel Arthur Gutierrez, Miriam Lisbeth Quito Castillo, Camila Rodriguez, Jennifer Santelices, Ornella Deliage, Azanai D. Gray, Thais Villar Puello, Shireen Atiyat, Peter Chagunas, Amalain M. Atiyat, Maximilian Alexander Laszlo, Kayla Arzuaga, Gavona Michelet Lumpkin, Pamela Bitter, Rachel Ramirez, Andrea A. Farrow, Ayana Melinda Davis, Yami Fernandez, Frank Copey, Acacia Odelia Green, Dayani Sturdavant, Tanya Rivera, Estefania Rivas Torres, Yasmin M. Jamahauer, Sarah Nicole Macnan, Kimberly Klein, Tiaja Azira Jackson, Lisbeth Cruz, Ardit Pervizi, Crismaldi Garcia Gomez, Keila Atalia Pinto, Raquel Ventura, Sydney Miliana Carino Hernandez, Nihar Talathi, Ivory Berkeley, Marisa G. Smith, Carolina Mariam Diaz Begazo, Al-Amin Boluwatife Adewunmi, Veronica Troncoso Ochoa, Catherine Reina Quiroz, Roy A. Barantes, Fahima Bari, Adena Robinson, Thomas Joseph Dispensiri, Mahima Khanam, Yasmairi Nunez, Avaya Valencia Smith, Olivia Valenzuela, Lainey Tapia, Nicole S. Coates, Arturo Alarcon, Elvin Jose Polanco, Lori Lantigua Cabral, Justina Oreziak, Joby K. Punoz, Zam Nasser Siddiqui, Lieja Green, Melissa C. Rosado, Myra Garcia, Almami Rahim Fofana, Tracy Triciera, Sebastian Hernandez, Anna Grace Ligori, Patricia Walsh, Kiara Melanie Arjona. Michaela Grace Reimer. David Jean-Jacques. Thais Paiva de Almeida. Christopher A. Zamora. Edessa Ibanez. Kevin Gonzalez. Dayanara Herrera. Joseph Renato Pierantoni. Sean Prem Persad. Ashley Crystal Castillo. Ola Foy. Adriana Abigail Rosario. Priscilla Rodriguez.
Halima Caminero Zorilla.
Ariana Valverde. Farjana Sima. Yokaira V. Frias. Lenny Jose Macias. Megan Melissa Ortega. Allison Lopez. Jordan Hines. Quindaya S. Williams. Stefan Rodrigo Harmond. Mariama Jane. Luis D. Burgos Ramos. Ifeoluwa Esther Adeyemi. Shaheda Cassandra Tillett. Viola E. Smith. Samira Johnson Perry. Jeremy Torrey. Nadeja Lee. Philip Joseph Buchel. Sabalo Nare. Afuevan Precious Okagbare. Sebastian Arboleda. Musa A. Toure. Arianit Karimi. Edwin M. LeBron. Ashley Trana. Kareem Farag. Nicholas Ryan Triglia. Shawnees Antoinette Jackson. Roy Vaknin. Maida Morales. Pamela Manzanillo. Alana Aliz Cockett. Natalia Urena. Liz Matilde Torres. Charis Morera. Delaney Mejia. Charlene Sandoval. Nohemi E. Ortega. Dariel Sedano. Jennifer Garcia. Famida Akhtar. Ishmael Glasgow. Azza Kamnach. Moises Liriano. Jaylene Marie Vasquez. Kaya B. Blue. Christopher Perry. Christine Marie Gonzalez. Miguel Espinal. Tristan James Hakala. Aileen Naomi Gamboa. Reina Maria Ray. Jamie Worcester. Kalea Horn. Jean Jimenez. Brandon Philip Neal. Cindy Gabriela Encalada. Carolina Castillo. Carla Amaya. Miguel Angel Cyrus Aire. Jahir L. Hardrick. Dina Najarie Asla. Kiona Daniels. Yasmin Lugo Blanco. Terry Christine Libresi. Kaylin A. Leonard. Mia Quezada Rios. Roberto Cacachi. Natalia Jolie Mancheno. Christiane Leela Glenn. Esmeralda Arnelle Solano. Samantha Jo Armano. Danilsa Alexandra Lugo Ortiz. Nino Funicello. Kiara Lene Ipolani Hicks. Dominique Wilson Glover. Jeffrey Fonseca. Nervline I. Darcelin. Valerie Lurie Creek. Marcel Sesegolo. Nolan Wilson Waldron. Monica Lee Barnes. Sophia Hélène Delanois. Emmanuel Akalaka Onokwai, Tanea Imani Moss, Tracy Dadas, Ninoska Paula Vasquez, Luis Emilio Cespedes Diaz, John Noah Dawson, Catherine Castillo, Frederick Peter Mazzilli, Alejandro Tadeo Arias, Alexander Perez, Morgan Carter, Chris Levy Pena, Hameen Johnson, Alond Etienne, Jamise Miller, David Ambrosio, Brittany Bloomfield, Diana Anjena Ganesh, Monica Talia Mayorga Villegas, Obina Iweke, Rajan Mason, Yesenia Maria Marrero, Nicole Celeste Cabrera, Kevin J. Geary, Stephanie Anli Conde, Angelica Santamauro,
Gazment Sella,
Charles Royal, Nate Austin DeFares, Isaac Cherry, David Allen Blau Jr., Kendall Derricks, Ashley Garcia, Jayla Belnavies, Colin Alexander Harrington, Queenelia Kay, Loren Nicole Iniguez, Edelyn Wong, Mariano Mitchell, Alyssa Miranda Mobius, Hassan Ahmad Munna, Kiara Kaylee Creary, Fazia Kawanda, Amina Ajmal, Nevaeh A. Dorch, Kenneth Zachariah Lubin, Christopher Donald, Richard Z. Fills, Stephen Cudjoe, Emmanuel Morris, Michaela Dela Cruz, Omi Rafael Ortiz, Lam Tran, Nicholas Jordan, Verlin Julian, Mary Carmen Maicha, Sayeda Hassan Alaidi.
We will now
Daniel
present candidates
Anton
from the
Ramos.
College of Education who will be congratulated by Dean Amy Ginsberg and Trustee Clavio.
Deandra E. Lee, Jamela G. Dua,
Right in there. Yeah, you got it.
India Savon Drakeford McCoy, Jahmel Ayers, Zorata Vranesi Hazir, Melissa Kathleen Martin, Irene Samantha Ochoa, Susan S. Botch, Krenare Shakiri, Zamaya Winter, Laura Whalen, Gabriela Madeline Meza Valdez, Zoraida Inez Silva, Amanda Rose Mackin, Megan Lynn Stone, Carly Elizabeth Horn, Ksenia A. Flores, Victoria Njolka, Margaret Mary Hurley, Diana Schreckenstein Mullen, Rainley Herrera, Yesenia Ramirez Quiros, Daney Canales, Jenny Noemi Tenezaka. Natalie Diana Tario. Nashali Lopez. Gabriela Garcia. Lady Luz Lopez. Thomas Laporto. Danny Bell Rivas. Caitlin Jade Weiner. Patrick Janot McInerney. Janina Alimant Pacora. Jessica Blake. Marilyn Morales. Jenalie Maciel de la Cruz. Christy Nunez. Joshua McCollum. Anaya Bajla. Benjamin Amaya. William Gerard Ricci. Taylor James Quimby. Tiffany Stevenson. Denaya Bennett. Haruka Ikeda. Ariana M. Vasquez. Alexandra Lee Telfer. Solange Cuevas Perez. Owen James Glynn. Taylor Ann Scardelli. Scott Ross Eber. Anthony Avon. Renee Nagurka. Aya Jabbar. Samantha Opila. Allison Camila Oaks. Danya Mustafa. Daniela Chantes. Isabella Grace Semerero. Bania Jael Zuniga Asensio. Giovanna Maluska Chunga Bahamonde. Carla Remache. Ashley Michelle Calix Vieda. Brianna N. Gaffney. Michael Joseph Dolce. Nicholas Alexander Nolan. Brandon Thomas Malloy. Megan Villalona.
After the conferral of degrees, University mascot Payo and President Heldobler will lead everyone in one last willpower chant. The recessional will follow, which will be led by President Heldobler, Payo, and the platform guests. For safety reasons, the new degree holders will enter the recessional following the platform guests. President Heldobler, all of the degree candidates have now been presented. I'm pleased to report, and personally wistful, that the candidates presented have completed the requirements for the degrees during the academic year 2025 to 2026, and are recommended by the faculty and certified by the Board of Trustees for their respective degree conferral.
So now let's get to the moment that you've all been waiting for. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees who are eligible for academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude, please rise? These students have been recognized for their academic achievement that they have attained. Will all the remaining bachelor degree candidates please rise? All bachelor candidates please rise. Will student speaker Viola Smith please come forward? Will the faculty and those administrators holding faculty rank and university trustees please rise and face the graduates? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the William Patterson University of New Jersey, I hereby confer upon you the degree that you have earned, for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations! Move your tassels from the left to the right. Here we go. One last willpower chant. I say will, you say power. Will. 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 Congratulations!
Say